What is going on, Scorpio? What's going on, guys? We're gonna do a quick reading, see what's going on for you guys for this week, Scorpio. Check to see what's going on for Scorpio. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day so far. All right, we're gonna see what's going on. One more shuffle here. All right, we'll stop there. Cool. Right, Scorpio. How your current state? King of Cups here. Your biggest challenge, Page of Cups. I mean, this could be talking about, your biggest challenge. Maybe you might be dealing with someone that is not so, emotionally mature. Um, whether it be at work, it could be related to. I feel for some of you guys, it's definitely it's gonna be like a rival. Maybe at work or something, or I mean, it could be a friend too, right? And I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily, a rival. Like that strong of a word, but maybe someone that's they're kind of feuding with at this time, right? Someone that might be a bit immature, a bit at a maybe lower level than you, right? Because the King of Cups kind of talks about you know you being just like emotionally mature, where the Page of Cups is someone that is not so necessarily emotionally mature here. For a lot of you guys, it's related to work here, right? Because we also have the Three of Pentacles. Um, let's see what else we got here. It's like things are just not working out with this person. Maybe you can't get something through with this person. Um, like maybe even have a conversation about with this person is just kind of difficult. A lot of times when you just find yourself just walking away and just not wasting your time, explaining things to this person. Um, you could have had a falling out with someone here, right? In your past, we have the Judgment card in reverse. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely you might have had a relationship with this person at some point, but now it might have kind of just died out, and it's things are just not working. Where you might have been friendly at some point. Now it's kind of like we're not even associates anymore. I don't talk to that person. Um, I think for yourself, hidden factors here, what we have is the Hermit and the Star in reverse. I mean, it's just like lack of belief. And maybe you spent a lot of time thinking that, hey, how can we make this work? And you've come to the conclusion that there's really no solution, to make this relationship or this partnership work here. It's not really working out at all. Um, Now for your future, okay, I take that back. You might be feeling, hey, maybe I can get a different perspective here, right? The Hangman, he's in reverse. He's getting a different perspective. Analyzing the situation a bit better. For some of you guys in the future, you might be realizing in the future that, hey, maybe in order for me to move up, get promoted, get paid more, I might need to make this kind of work, whatever that might be. However, you might see that being as right, because we also have the Two of Cups here. So Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Hey, I think you're realizing like, okay, this relationship might be kind of important for my success here. You might even realize too, like, hey, in order to be a leader, I need to be able to play both sides, even though you might not like someone. You might be learning that it might be important for you to kind of, accept that you have differences and kind of meet in the middle. Even though right now you might not be feeling that way, but in the future you might be kind of seeing it a bit differently. There, okay, yeah, right. Because we have how you see yourself. Page of Wands. Page of Wands talks about new beginnings, right? Very new beginnings with someone. I mean, right now you might not even be considering even, talking to this person, working things out. But like I said, in the future, I think you are gonna do that. You are gonna work things out there. And I think how other people see you as, I think other people see you as like a leader, someone that kind of, can definitely not only get things done, but also be, more in the management, or, um, someone that could be at a higher level at some point. I think this is more related for work for a lot of you guys, but a lot of people around you kind of see you as, I mean, because the world card talks about success, right? And success, if you're successful, you're moving up in the company, you're getting promoted, you know, moving up is definitely a sign of success. So that's what they're really seeing you as here. Um, and maybe that, for a lot of you guys, a lot of people might be feeling that, hey, you kind of deserve more than what you're getting, right? And I feel like you kind of see that too as well. And in the future, you might be seeing like, you know, trying to make friends with everyone will be pretty beneficial for you to kind of move up as well, right? Um, Now we have the Ten of Cups up here. Now your biggest, you know, worry here might be that, I think for some of you guys, is that reaching out to this person at some point is just not gonna work out. Like the uncertainty, like, of trying to make friends of your rivals is kind of like it's kind of scary, that uncertainty, right? If you try to like make amends in whatever way that may be, that they might reject you, and that you just look, I mean, obviously the feeling of that rejection, but also, it makes you look, obviously not. I guess the fear that would be that you would think that you would look kind of dumb, but I mean, I don't think that'd be really the case, right? I think you'd look more like the bigger person. But the thing is, I think overall, it would improve your overall experience in general, right? Because the Nine of Cups talks about, being joyful, being excited, being happy for, the current state that you're in. The overall outcome is the Nine of Cups. Um, so for a lot of you, that might be the best case scenario, to try to make amends in, in a certain way, even though you might not like the person deep down, might not agree with the person, finding some middle way to kind of just create peace. And I think in the long run, I think it's going to pay off better. It's going to create more, just growth in general. Um, because overall, I think like holding on to, any, you'll be more satisfied if you go along that path of just making the peace, making amends. If you go the other route of just continuing to kind of just, not like someone, and continue to add to that fire, it kind of creates just, not the best environment for yourself mentally, and, for other people as well. And it also affects your emotional states as well, right? Because the devil kind of talks about holding on to things here, and the Queen of Cups, you know, holding on to grudges, holding on to things that, other people have done to you, or over time they don't, they might affect the other person, but they also affect you, right? In the long run, right? It affects your peace of mind, and it just kind of makes it harder to really be able to move forward. um I mean, you see it all the time too, right? You know, you start off your day in the morning, right? You go to work, you drive, someone cuts you off, and then you get really mad about it, and then it kind of just, it sets a tone for the rest of your day. And this is kind of what it's kind of going over here, right? If you don't like someone at work, and every time you see them, you get mad or something, you just don't like them, that's kind of setting the tone for your day. And is that really something you want, to happen to you every day? You be affected by someone else, um, every day? No, right? So the best thing to do is really just try to find the peace, try to make amends. And then also, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It could also be even affecting your work in general too, right? Maybe your growth, your progress, and maybe even let's get some more cards on here. Yeah, right. Because you might be too worried about this person. You might be too maybe gossiping, right? Because the Page of Swords kind of talks about that, right? Keeping an eye on people, kind of, keeping your eye on people, gossiping about people and stuff. So it might be kind of just affecting that aspect as well of your life. And I mean, the good thing about it, you have the Magician that came out, which is a good card to get. It's a major arcana, one of the main cards here. Um, it might even be affecting the ability to you to spearhead projects, create growth within yourself, learn from yourself, right? Because the Magician talks about manifestation, right? Being able to create things, and make those things happen. So if you're too busy, being mad about someone else, focusing on someone else because you don't like them, what they stand for, then it might be kind of just affecting your overall growth and progress. Um, and the Death in Reverse is talking about not willing to make a change here, not willing to kind of make the necessary changes in order to be successful, right? So that kind of just kind of reaffirms that there. Let's pull a couple more cards here. Let's pull some advice. Yeah, I mean, your advice, just be more diplomatic. Queen of Swords here, right? She's very diplomatic, the Queen of Swords. Uh, Eight of Swords in reverse. Don't get into your head about, you know, the things they've done, etc. Just try to focus on creating the peace, but actually doing it, right? Eight of Wands kind of talks about, action, right? Eight of Wands kind of talks taking action, several attempts to kind of um, amend the situation here. I think that's the best way, or the best way these cards are coming out as, your advice. Being more diplomatic, being the bigger person, being the wiser person, is just gonna pay off in the long term for not only for your own sanity but also for your like career growth as well. So I like it. I like the card. Yeah, taking the high road, I guess, right? That's basically it for your reading today. Hopefully that helps someone out. I feel like I've been through situations like that before, so um, yeah, I understand. All right, so moving on, we're gonna go to our next sign. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys pretty soon for your next reading.